Northern Ontario. Beautiful secluded place south of Sudbury. I'm going to check out, see what we can find today in the outdoors. Beautiful colors. And I'll check with you in a bit. So the sun has just come out and it's a beautiful morning. Now this swamp area is moose country. I've been in these parts for over 20 years. And what's interesting is with this swamp, there's cycles. Because at one point a few years back, I would have been in water right now. And this year, the last year there was water, and this year it's much more dry. So there's definitely cycles. Let's hope we see something that I can show you in, I guess, talking about moose. This is definitely moose country. Somebody just shot. So what we see in these these swamp areas is moose tracks. So very easily seen. We'll often see some fresh tracks, and you can tell where they've walked. So there's definitely moose population around here. So what we see here is a moose, but specifically a cow. And the reason why, I don't know if you can see my hand here. So the space that's here will often tell you if if it's a bull or a cow. And obviously the calf is a smaller. But here now, I'll give you a sense of the size. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's almost the size of my hand. Heard something and I came across this in the trail. This is really fresh. Let me show you. So what we see here is that cow that we originally saw. Yeah. You can see where the leaves have fallen. But I don't know. This is probably last night, if not this morning. So very, very fresh. The colors are just gorgeous. Still a lot of leaves, so the wood is thick in the sense that you're not able to see a lot. In a few weeks, all these leaves will have fallen, and you're going to see a much more open landscape, and the visibility to see some game will definitely be improved. I'm kind of crossing this little swamp here, and when you're walking through this swamp, you can see all these trails that the moose have used. So yeah, it's easy to walk because the moose have given you a trail. So here I am in the middle of a swamp, and just like us, moose looking for a comfortable bed to sleep in. And as we know, moose will lie down. So here's a picture of, or here's a bedding. So what we see is tall grass, and then here is this grass that's all been flattened, and you can tell by the shape of it. You can draw out where the head was and where the legs were as it was lying down. This, for some reason, doesn't look like a large bedding. It may be a calf. So now I'm back in the woods, and what's difficult is this downfall, right? So what you see here is, for example, this big beautiful tree that's fallen, and that's what I'm faced with. A lot of downfall, so it makes it very hard having to jump over these trees that have fallen, and so it's very thick right now. All right, crap. I tried to put the camera on. Bull moose just ahead. I'm not sure if it was captured. What's interesting is as I was putting the camera on and that, he started walking. And they walk so fast. I would say he's probably going, based on the distance he did, I would say a good 30 kilometers an hour in this wood. And not a noise. They are so silent, quite majestic. So that was a nice bull that was just ahead of me. Anyway, I'd walk towards him, but I do not want to stress him out. And let's hope I captured that. We'll have to look at the film after. But if I start going towards him, I'll be off my line. I'm using I'm using the compass, making my way to my niece Linda, and if I start following him, it's going to take me off my line. So I don't want to get lost in this wooded area. Probably wouldn't, but I mean, I don't want to be stressed out myself. So we'll talk soon. Hopefully, we can get some other pictures of moose. So what's interesting is when I was walking, like you can see the colors and what I saw was like this dark spot. At first I thought it was a tree stump, and I stopped, and sure enough there was that bull. And I don't know, distant wise, see that in between there's a far tree. It was probably about that distance there. Yeah, about that distance there. And yeah, a little too slow on the camera. It's in my pocket. I got it zipped up because I don't want it to fall. But exciting, exciting. That's all I got to say. Something dark there, and I'm not sure. Just when I saw that bull, it was similar to that, where you're kind of seeing a dark spot. You're not thinking, oh, it's nothing. But next thing you see it move. What's interesting is I've been walking these for a few years, this backwood here, and there's so much moose that it's almost like a highway. I don't know if this video will show it, but it's this trail that this is not a human trail. This is moose traveling, and it's been used so much that it looks like a trail that you would see in a provincial park. Yeah, there's a lot of moose here. There you got it. I'm just about done my day in the woods today, and it finishes with a beautiful pileated woodpecker. Very rare, but that's the kind of day that I've had. What a wonderful walk in the beauty of Northern Ontario.